If you want to become successful, you need to learn how to master this one skill. The potential to transform your life. The power of positive thinking. And you've probably heard of the phrase before, but what does it really mean? And how can you really use it to your own benefit? So first, we need to know what exactly is positive thinking. Now, a lot of people don't really like to be told to be positive, especially when things are not going the way they're supposed to. And it has this universal view of it being weak, a positive person being weak, maybe because of one's ignorance. But although there are some truth in those stereotypes, we need to realize this one thing. Being positive and being naive or ignorant is very different things. Being positive is not about ignoring challenges or running away from challenges, or even pretending that everything is all right when it really isn't. Being a positive thinker is not about ignoring the many challenges that life brings or thinking everything is perfect as the way it is, regardless of something being obviously bad. But being a positive person is more of how you approach a situation, focusing on the solutions rather than the outcome, and believing in yourself that you can overcome these challenges. You guys may have heard of this phrase before. One person may look at a cup and think it's half full. The other may look at a cup and think it's half empty. Both tell the same story, but the way they approach the situation is very different. Being the person that can assess the situation without negative feelings are much more likely to find a solution and even create greater results. So how do we achieve this positive thinking? Now, it's completely impossible to eliminate these negative thoughts in our brains because as human beings, it's a very natural thing. And it's not good to do so either. Since, like I said in the beginning, being a positive thinker is not about being ignorant. It's about knowing both sides, but focusing on solutions, focusing on approaching the situation in a positive manner. So, how do we actually achieve this positive thinking? Well, it all starts from your daily mindset of knowing that every day is a gift, knowing that every day isn't granted, regardless of the situation I'm put in. Whether it's bad or good, I'm able to be alive to see it. With that mindset, I would visualize or simulate possible outcomes with a more rational approach to it and try to record everything down. I personally like to just use a voice memo since it's the most quickest and accurate way to record my thoughts. But writing it down can also be good. All the possible outcomes and all the potential solutions I can do in order to solve the problem. Again, it's important to approach it with a rational point of view. Then I would find some time throughout the day where I can replay all those thoughts, where my mind is less interfered with all these negative emotions that I had when the event happened. Again, that's more of a full rundown of how I make positive decisions and rational decisions to a already negative outcome. But the most quickest and effective way to solve a problem without having your negative emotions take over is just asking yourself, is it worth it? Is this thought helpful? And the rest relies on honesty, because at the end of the day, if you think something is right, regardless of how you truly feel, if you let your heart or your emotions take over with a more rational decision that you think is correct, in some cases it may work, but most times you're going to end up regretting it. So trust yourself, listen to yourself, and make the right choice. 99% of the time, you're going to get the right answer. Remember, positive thinking is more of a habit or a lifestyle. So if you can't get it in your first try, if you can't seem to get it in your first few weeks, it's all right. You can't really actively practice it. It's more of being mindful when bad situations come to you, because you're not going to go out there and fuck yourself over just to practice positive thinking. I wouldn't say that's a good idea. Essentially, it takes time and consistency. It's not about forcing positivity. It's not about forcing yourself to be ignorant or just smiling all the time. It's about leaning towards hope and possibilities. So make sure to just keep this in mind the next time something bad happens. Now, hopefully it doesn't, but in this world we live in where there's more bad side than good. So as always, I'm rooting for you and I wish you a good day. I'll see you tomorrow or the next video. I'll see you in the next video.